One of the trading lingos that gets thrown around a lot is called buy the rumor, sell the news. Now, what that means is that let's say you've got an event. Let's say you've got an event like an earnings announcement, and you see the price of the stock that you're interested in start to run up. Right now, someone on the street, right, like a bunch of hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, the big players, the ones that are controlling hundreds of millions or billions of dollars, they've heard that earnings is going to be good, they're going to beat. So they start bidding the price up ahead of the event, right? They're buying that rumor. Then when the actual event happens and you see price fall, that means that they're selling that news. They're selling the actual event. Now, this can happen in reverse too, right? And so that's why when we have an event, right, well, something like an earnings report, the way that I'll often look at it is if we are running up ahead of that event, I'll look at that as a negative, right? Because I've seen so many times where they're buying the rumor and then they're selling the news. And so I'm preparing for that potential sell-off, right? If I see a dip before a major event like an earnings and everything else looks okay, then it might be a situation where you would want to buy the dip. And a great way to play that is with an options play, right? So let's say, here's an example. Let's say you're looking at the stock. It's formed some kind of a technical base pattern. It's consolidating nicely, and you're like, oh man, I want to enter that trade, but earnings is tomorrow, and I don't want to take on all this risk because if the stock tanks and I buy the stock, then I might lose dramatically more than I had intended, right? And that's very true. So what you could do then is buy the options instead and treat that premium as as what's at risk. Then you try to think, okay, where could this option go if it does break out? Well, what's my target, right? So where is the regular breakout level, and then what's the target above that? And then from there, that's what's going to help you figure out which strike price to buy and which expiration date to buy too, because you have to think, where do I think that price is going to go and how long is it going to take to get there? That's how you could play earnings. That's how you can play the whole buy the rumor or sell the news thing too.